let's change gears, talk about the backcourt a little bit. You mentioned Paul Ortiz, who led the team in points per game last year, 13.5, or he's your leading returning scorer. You also get Kyle Deckard back from the injury. Talk about the strength of your backcourt and what do you expect out of them?
Well, I think Paul will probably be our leading scorer. You know, in my opinion, Paul should have been an all-conference kid last year. I actually didn't mind that he didn't get named that because I knew that would definitely motivate him throughout the summer and the off-season, and it has. So he returns, he can really shoot the basketball, good slasher, good pull-up game. He's just a smooth, very smooth basketball player. The return of Kyle Deckard will certainly help us with our ability to shoot the ball from beyond the arc, which is going to be important again for a kid like Kelvin Jones. I think teams are going to end up doubling him and stuff, and so to have someone who can hit that shot beyond the arc is going to be very important to us. We've added T.J. Warren, who tore his ACL, but he's going to try to play this year, and he's a Division II transfer, extremely talented young man that just is always under control, and so you know, he's competing at the point guard. We've got a freshman in Jared Butler that's competing at the point guard spot, and again, the wings, we're just so deep. I think this is probably as deep a hiring team as I've ever seen. We're going to have 13, 14 kids that I would feel comfortable playing in a varsity game, and yet, I know that's probably unrealistic unless the game gets out of control. It's hard to get more than 10, 11 guys into.
So the NCAA once again looks like one of the top conferences in the country. What are you doing to prepare for conference season, which kicks off against Worcester on December 7th?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it's a very physical league, and so we've been hitting the weight room very hard. We've strengthened our strength of schedule. We'll open up with St. Vincent, who's won the President's Conference 4 straight years, been in the national tournament 4 straight years, always a very strong club. And then we also added Mount Union, who I just saw was picked 4th in the OAC. So we've strengthened our non-conference schedule. Obviously, we're playing Kent State, and then the kids enjoy that opportunity to go play on a big stage. And we'll go in there and we'll do what we do. We press them. It's probably not the ideal way to approach it to try to win a game like that, but that's not really our goal there. It's just really an opportunity for the kids, again, to have that experience, and we're going to go in and do what we do. So I think we've put our time in this fall, and we strengthened the schedule, and that's what we're doing to get ready for the NCAC.
Now, you mentioned playing Kent State on November 18th, which is a Friday at 7 o'clock at their gym. Tell the fans a little bit about what they can do to buy tickets and what they can do to kind of get ready to go up there and cheer on the Terriers.
Yeah, we really could use the support, that's for sure. Yeah, you can email me or you can call me, my office number, and we've got tickets. We've got 150 general admission. We have 65 reserved. The reserved ones we try to divvy out to our players' families first, and then if there's any left over next week, then we'll open those up for sale as well.
Very good. So after winning that conference tournament game against Kenyon last year, and since with the first time since joining the NCAC, so where do your expectations lie, and what do you think are some reasonable, tangible goals for you guys this year?
Well, again, we want to exceed expectations, and the coaches poll hasn't come out yet. Speculating, I would think we'll be picked somewhere between 5th, 6th. Would be my guess, and so obviously we'd like to exceed those expectations. And again, that was an awesome atmosphere last year against Kenyon. We had a great fan attendance. It was a great environment to play a college basketball game, and so we're going to work really hard to try to be in the top half so we can host another conference tournament game and hopefully win that game and get back to the semifinals, and then we'll let it play from there. So that's kind of what our expectations. We just want to stay in the moment and get better as the season rolls, which I really think is going to happen. We've been banged up here this fall. We've had jumper's knee, concussion, broken nose, ACL tear, a couple ankle injuries. We really haven't had our top 10 guys on the floor all at one time a whole lot, and so I think that's slowed us a little bit. So I think it's going to be a team that's just going to, as the season plays out, we'll get better a little bit later.
Very good. Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it.
That was men's basketball head coach Chris Kibler. Just a reminder that the Terrier men's basketball team does kick their season off on November 15th as they host St. Vincent College. That's a 7 o'clock start here in Price Gymnasium. Again, my name is Sports Information Director Jared Plate. Thank you again to Coach Kibler. And you can keep an eye on all of your Terrier teams on www.hiramterriers.com. And a special reminder once again for the game on the 18th against Kent State. The information is below on your screen. You can contact Coach Kibler at either one of those to buy some tickets. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and go Terriers.